Hey there everybody, Derek with the Hydroeconomist here, and today I got a really special treat for you. If you remember from one of my last videos, I did a really cool tour of Biosphere 2. If you haven't seen that yet, make sure you go up here to the, I don't know, one of these top corners here and go watch those videos. But today, I'm in a different part of the country. I'm in one of the sunniest places that you can be, and one of the happiest places on earth, and that is Walt Disney World. But today, we're not going to the Magic Kingdom, we're not going to go to Animal Kingdom or anything like that. We're going to Epcot because they have a really cool tour called Behind the Scenes. It's behind the scenes, I guess technically, on this ride called Living with the Land. And it's one of my favorite rides there. It's really basic, you know, it's just a really slow boat ride, but I'm going to show some of that. But I think it's really cool because they feature a lot of hydroponic stuff, and you know, that I figured that was going to be important to the channel. So that's what we're going to do today. We'll get right back with you. So I wanted to show my room, okay? And it's just me. I want you to know it is just me, and I have all of this space for no reason. I barely spend any time in here. This is the kitchen. And I definitely don't spend any time in the second bedroom. Man, this place is huge. Hello. This is just a crapper. Ain't nothing really that special about it, but I have two of them. Little dining area. It used to be, it looks like they probably used to have a kitchen here or something. It's a little kitchenette. Living room area. Here is my dirty room because I am a filthy animal and that's how I live, and that's how you're all gonna have to deal with it. And this is all mine. And then I get my own little personal balcony. It's quite nice because I am a smoker, and we all know how these hotels don't like you smoking in the rooms. So not a bad view. It's pretty nice here. I'm at the Westgate Resort in Kissimmee, Florida. No, it's pretty neat out here. But yeah, that's my oversized room, and yeah. That's that. You wouldn't believe what I paid for it either. I only paid like $150 for the week. I have a bit of a comparative advantage because the old man has a timeshare. I can go on there, look around and find some deals. And they had a sale going on, so it was like $150 for this big ass place. Like, this is more hotel than I'm ever going to need myself. But I got it. You know, and I think it's funny because I see people pay $700, $1,000 for stuff like this, and you know, and I don't understand it either. I'm just not one of those people. Okay, I go to the parks, I go to Disney, I go to Universal, I go to SeaWorld. I'm a theme park person. I love roller coasters, I love rides, so that's what I'm here for. So for anybody who thinks they're going to be spending a lot of time in these rooms and paying thousands of dollars, man, why don't you save your money? I'm not saying go get a timeshare. You know, again, that was a competitive and comparative advantage that I have, but there's better deals out there. You can find better deals on hotels that you're not going to be spending time in anyways. But whatever. Yeah, trees and stuff. Just waiting for my ride. On the way to Epcot today.
lower your head and watch your step. For your safety, remain seated with
Like a full one?
Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will ensure both human and environmental well-being.
In Japan, we're learning that by adding composted leaves and other plant material to our soil, we can reduce the need for fertilizers. In farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In Saudi Arabia and Mexico, we're learning to produce food on desert sea coasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for pesticides by using natural predators like ladybugs and wasps to control pests. In Japan, we're learning by adding composted leaves and other
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish. But fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year.
That's what's considered a Dutch bucket system. Little cloner trays for microgreens. Integrated aquaculture.
The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponic system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants.